Welcome, you are about to embark on a journey that exists only in the quiet spaces between waking and sleeping. There is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to do, and no one expecting you. This is your time. This is your space. Find a position that feels effortless. Let your shoulders settle into the surface beneath you. Let your arms rest where they fall naturally. Let your hands be open, palms facing upward, as if you are ready to receive something gentle and kind. Now let us begin with 3 slow breaths. Breathe in through your nose for 4 gentle counts. Hold for 4 and release through your mouth for 6. Again in 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Release 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. In, hold, release, and let the breath find its own rhythm now, no longer guided by counting, simply flowing like a slow river that has nowhere urgent to go. As you listen, you may drift. You may find your mind wandering to distant places, and that is perfectly welcome. The story will continue gentle and steady like a lantern carried through a quiet forest. If you fall asleep, the story will walk with you into your dreams. If you stay awake, it will carry you to a place of deep peace. There is no wrong way to experience this journey. Tonight, we travel to a place that exists on no map you have ever seen, yet has always been waiting for you. There is a sea that is not on any chart. Sailors speak of it in whispers if they speak of it at all. They call it the Sea of Unfinished Voyages, though it has had other names across the centuries. Some have called it the waters of the lost compass. Others have named it the ocean of forgotten departures. But those who truly know it simply call it the sea, for there is no other like it. This sea does not exist in the world of maps and coordinates. It exists in the space between intention and action, between the moment a journey is dreamed and the moment it is begun. Every voyage that was planned but never undertaken leaves a ripple on this sea. Every ship that was imagined but never built sends a ghostly reflection across its waters. Every harbor that was envisioned but never reached casts a shadow on its shores. The Sea of Unfinished Voyages is vast beyond measuring. Its waters are neither warm nor cold, but rather the precise temperature of comfort, the temperature of a bath drawn by someone who cares about you. The waves are gentle, rolling in slow rhythms that match the breathing of a sleeping child. The sky above is always twilight, that magical hour when day has surrendered but night has not yet claimed dominion, when the world holds its breath in peaceful anticipation. And in the center of this sea, on a small island of black stone that seems to have been placed there by a patient hand, stands the Last Lighthouse. It is not the only lighthouse that ever was, but it is the last one that remains. All others have served their purpose and been allowed to rest, their lights extinguished not by failure but by completion. But the Last Lighthouse continues because there are still voyages that need guidance, still ships that need a star to steer by, still travelers who need to know that somewhere, a light is waiting for them. The lighthouse is tall, though not towering. It is built of stone that is not quite black and not quite grey, but rather the color of a storm cloud just before it breaks into rain. The stone is warm to the touch, as if the lighthouse has absorbed centuries of sunlight and now radiates it back in gentle waves. The tower is cylindrical, tapering slightly as it rises, and its surface is covered with faint patterns that seem to shift when viewed from different angles. Sometimes they look like waves. Sometimes they look like the tracks of birds in sand. Sometimes they look like handwriting in a language that has not yet been invented. At the top of the lighthouse, behind glass that is thicker than a man's arm and clearer than mountain air, burns the light. It is not a flame exactly, though it flickers like one. It is not electricity, though it glows with steady brilliance. It is not phosphorescence, though it seems to come from within rather than from without. The light is something older than these categories, something that existed before humans learned to make fire and will exist after the last star has cooled to ember. The light is made of attention. It is made of the focused gaze of someone who cares. It is made of the patient waiting of a parent at a window, of the faithful watching of a friend at a meeting place, of the enduring hope of a heart that refuses to believe the darkness is permanent. Every beam that sweeps across the Sea of Unfinished Voyages is composed of millions of tiny moments of care, of love, of steadfastness, gathered across time and space, and concentrated into a radiance that can be seen across impossible distances. And the light is tended by the keeper. The keeper has been at the Last Lighthouse for as long as the lighthouse has stood, and the lighthouse has stood for as long as there have been voyages to guide. The keeper is not old, nor young. The keeper exists in a state that transcends age, for tending the light requires a patience that is measured not in years but in breaths, not in decades but in heartbeats. The keeper wears a coat the color of weathered rope, woven from fibers that were once the rigging of ships that never sailed but were loved nonetheless. The coat is warm, and it smells of salt and tar and something else, something that reminds every visitor of a place they felt safe. The keeper's hands are calloused from centuries of polishing the glass, of trimming the wick, of climbing the spiral stairs that wind through the heart of the lighthouse. But the hands are gentle, and they move with a grace that speaks of practice elevated to art. The keeper's face is kind. It is not handsome in the conventional sense, nor is it striking. It is simply kind, the way a well-worn path is kind, the way a familiar doorway is kind, the way the sound of rain on a roof is kind. It is a face that has seen sorrow and has not been hardened by it, a face that has known joy and has not been diminished by it, a face that looks at every visitor as if they are the most important person who has ever climbed the black stone steps to the lighthouse door. Tonight, the keeper is expecting someone. Not by name, for names are not important at the Last Lighthouse. Not by appointment, for time is not measured in hours here, but by need. The keeper knows when someone needs the light, and tonight, someone needs it very much. The keeper stands at the base of the spiral stairs, looking out through the small window set into the lighthouse door. The window is round, like a porthole, and its glass is the same impossible clarity as the glass at the top of the tower. Through it, the keeper can see the Sea of Unfinished Voyages stretching to the horizon, its waters calm, its surface reflecting the eternal twilight sky in shades of silver and rose and deep, deep blue. And there, approaching across the water, is a boat. It is not a large boat, it is not a ship. It is a small craft, the kind that might be used for fishing in quiet waters or for crossing a harbour on a calm morning. It has no sail, for there is no wind in the Sea of Unfinished Voyages. It has no oars, for there is no need to row. The boat moves by intention, by the simple desire of its passenger to reach the lighthouse, and the sea responds to this desire with gentle cooperation, carrying the craft forward in smooth, unhurried glides. The boat is made of wood that has been worn smooth by water and time. Its color is the warm brown of autumn leaves, of old books, of bread crust. It glows faintly in the twilight, as if the wood itself remembers being part of a tree that stood in sunlight, and it carries that memory like a lantern. In the boat, sitting quietly on a bench that seems to have been shaped exactly for their comfort, is you. You do not remember launching the boat. You do not remember stepping into it. You do not remember pushing off from a shore that you cannot now recall. But none of this matters. What matters is that you are here, on the Sea of Unfinished Voyages, approaching the Last Lighthouse, and the keeper is waiting for you with a smile that contains centuries of welcome. The boat glides closer. The black stone of the island rises from the water like a thought surfacing from deep memory. You can see the lighthouse now, its tower rising against the twilight sky, its light sweeping in a slow, steady arc across the sea, touching the water with gold, touching the clouds with amber. Touching your face with warmth that seems to reach inside you and find the places that have been cold for too long. The boat reaches the island. There is no dock, no pier, no ladder. The black stone simply rises to meet the boat, creating a natural step that is exactly the right height for you to disembark. You stand and your legs are steady and you step onto the stone, and it is warm beneath your feet, as if the island has been waiting for you and has prepared itself to receive you. The boat remains, bobbing gently in the water that is not quite water, waiting for your return. It will wait as long as necessary. It has nowhere else to be. You walk toward the lighthouse. The path is short, perhaps 20 steps, and it is lined with small stones that glow with a soft phosphorescence, marking the way with gentle light. The stones are not placed in a rigid line, but rather in a wandering, organic pattern, as if they grew there rather than being arranged, as if the island itself is guiding you with patient kindness. The lighthouse door is wooden, heavy, bound with iron that has rusted to the color of autumn leaves. The door is slightly ajar, and warm light spills from the gap, falling across the black stone in a pattern that seems to spell a welcome in a language older than words. You push the door open. It moves easily, despite its apparent weight, as if the door has been waiting for your touch and is eager to admit you. The hinges make no sound, or perhaps they make a sound so soft that it is indistinguishable from the gentle lapping of the sea against the island's shore. Inside, the lighthouse is larger than it appeared from outside. The circular ground floor is spacious, its walls lined with shelves that hold objects that defy easy categorization. There are bottles containing what appears to be captured moonlight, glowing with a soft silver radiance. There are boxes that seem to be made of compressed fog, their contents visible only as shifting shadows. There are instruments whose purpose is unclear, but whose presence is comforting, like the tools of a craftsperson who loves their work. In the center of the room, a fire burns in a hearth that is built into the stone floor. The fire is not large, but it is perfect, its flames dancing in slow, hypnotic patterns that draw the eye and soothe the mind. The fire makes no sound, or perhaps it makes a sound like distant voices singing in harmony, too soft to distinguish words but clear enough to recognize as friendly. And beside the fire, in a chair that seems to have been carved from a single piece of driftwood, polished by centuries of waves, sits the keeper. "Welcome," the keeper says, and the voice is the sound of a door opening into a room you have always wanted to enter, the sound of a key turning in a lock that has been waiting for exactly your touch, the sound of someone saying your name in a tone that makes you feel recognized and valued. "I have been keeping your place warm." The keeper gestures to a chair that is opposite, and you realize that there is indeed a second chair, though you had not noticed it before. It is not identical to the keeper's chair, but it is complementary, as if the two chairs were made from the same piece of wood, or from two pieces of wood that grew as neighboring trees and have been reunited after long separation. You sit, the chair embraces you. It is not too soft, not too hard, but exactly right, as if it has been waiting for your specific weight, your specific shape, your specific need for support. The wood is warm, and it seems to pulse gently, as if it has a heartbeat that has synchronized with your own. Tea, the keeper asks, and you notice that there is indeed a table between the chairs, though you had not seen it before. On the table sits a teapot that appears to be made of ceramic the color of a summer sky at noon, and two cups that match. The steam rising from the teapot carries a scent that is different for every visitor, the scent of whatever comfort they most need at this moment. For you, it might be the smell of rain on dry earth, or the scent of baking bread, or the fragrance of a flower you remember from childhood but have never been able to name. The keeper pours. The liquid that fills your cup is not quite any color you can name, but it shifts between warm amber and deep gold, and it glows slightly, as if the tea itself is a tiny lantern. You lift the cup, and it is warm in your hands, and you sip, and the taste is the taste of comfort, of safety, of being exactly where you are meant to be. You have come a long way, the keeper says, and it is not a question but an observation, a recognition of a truth that you may not have fully acknowledged to yourself. Not in distance, perhaps. The Sea of Unfinished Voyages does not measure in miles, but in intention, in longing, in the courage it takes to admit that you need a light to guide you. You look at the keeper and you see in those kind eyes a reflection of yourself, but not as you are in mirrors. You see yourself as you might be seen by someone who loves you without reservation, without condition, without the distortions of judgment or expectation. You see yourself as worthy, as whole, as enough. I am the keeper of the Last Lighthouse, the keeper continues, setting down the teacup with a gesture that is both deliberate and effortless. I have tended the light for longer than memory can hold, and I will tend it for as long as it is needed. But tonight the light is not the only thing that needs tending. Tonight you need tending, and so I will tell you a story. Or perhaps I will help you remember a story that is already yours. The distinction is not important. What matters is that you listen, and that you allow yourself to be carried by the words, as the boat carried you across the sea, as the chair carries you now, as the tea carries warmth into your body. The keeper settles more deeply into the chair, and the fire in the hearth seems to respond, its flames settling into a slower, deeper rhythm, as if the fire itself is preparing to listen. Long ago, the keeper begins, before there were lighthouses, before there were seas, before there were voyages to be unfinished, there was a darkness. Not an evil darkness, not a threatening darkness, but simply the absence of light. The darkness was complete, and it was peaceful, and it was sufficient unto itself. But within the darkness there was a stirring, a desire, a longing for something that did not yet exist. The keeper's voice fills the room, but it does not echo. Instead, it seems to be absorbed by the stone walls, by the wooden shelves, by the very air itself, as if the lighthouse is drinking in the words and storing them for future visitors. The darkness did not know what it longed for. How could it? It had never known anything but itself. But the longing was real, and it was powerful, and it was patient. And so the darkness began to dream. It dreamed of something that would be different from itself. It dreamed of something that would illuminate, that would reveal, that would make visible what had been hidden. It dreamed of light. The fire crackles softly, and for a moment the flames seem to form shapes, images, stories within stories. You see the darkness, vast and peaceful, and you see the first stirring of desire within it, a tiny point of intention that is both fragile and infinitely strong. The dream took a long time to become real. In the darkness there was no time, but there was duration, there was persistence, there was the slow accumulation of possibility. And finally, after what might have been an instant or an eternity, the dream became too powerful to remain merely a dream. It became a spark, a tiny, almost invisible spark, but a spark nonetheless, and the spark was the first light. The keeper pauses, and in the silence, you can hear the sea outside, its gentle waves creating a rhythm that seems to be the heartbeat of the world itself. The spark was lonely. It was the only thing of its kind, and it longed for companionship. So it did what the darkness had done before it. It dreamed. It dreamed of other sparks, of sparks that would gather together, of sparks that would support each other and grow stronger through their union. And the dream became real, and the sparks gathered, and they became a flame. And the flame dreamed of more flames, and they gathered and became a fire. And the fire dreamed of stars, and the stars gathered and became a galaxy. And the galaxy dreamed of more galaxies, and the universe was born, filled with light, filled with the fulfillment of longing, filled with the answers to dreams that had been dreamed in darkness. The keeper sips the tea, and the steam rises, forming shapes that might be galaxies, might be flames, might be the first spark dreaming of companionship. But the darkness did not disappear. It could not. The darkness was the source of the longing, and without the longing there would be no light. The darkness and the light became partners, each necessary to the other, each incomplete without the other. The darkness provided the space for longing, and the light provided the fulfillment of longing. And between them, in the space where darkness became light and light became darkness, there arose a new thing, the twilight. The keeper gestures toward the window, and through the small round glass, you can see the eternal twilight sky of the Sea of Unfinished Voyages, the perfect balance of light and dark, the moment of transformation that never ends. The twilight is where we are, the keeper says. Not in the full light where everything is known and nothing is longed for, not in the full dark where nothing is known and everything is longed for, but in the between where longing and fulfillment dance together, where dreams are born and sometimes realized and sometimes transformed into new dreams. The twilight is the realm of the possible, and the Last Lighthouse stands in the twilight to guide those who navigate the possible. The keeper falls silent, and the silence is not empty but full of the weight of the words that have been spoken, full of the space for words yet to come. You are in the twilight, the keeper says finally, gently. You are between what was and what will be. You are between who you were and who you will become. You are between the dream and its fulfillment. And that is why you are here, not because you are lost though you may feel lost, not because you are broken though you may feel broken, but because you are in transition and transitions need light and the light is here for you. The keeper stands, and the movement is fluid, unhurried, as if time has become generous and allows for every gesture to be completed in its own rhythm. Come, the keeper says, the spiral stairs await. We must climb to the top where the light is, where you can see what needs to be seen, where you can remember what needs to be remembered. You stand, the chair releases you reluctantly, as if it would be happy to hold you forever, but it understands that you must move on. You follow the keeper to the spiral stairs that wind up through the heart of the lighthouse. The stairs are made of stone that is warm to the touch, and they are worn smooth by centuries of climbing. The center of the spiral is open, and looking down you can see the fire in the hearth far below, a tiny point of warmth that seems to pulse in rhythm with your heart. Looking up you can see the light far above, a glow that grows brighter with each step, not painfully but welcomingly, like approaching a campfire on a cold night. You climb, the keeper climbs ahead of you, moving with a steady pace that is neither rushed nor slow, a pace that says, we will arrive when we arrive, and the arriving is part of the journey. The walls of the spiral are lined with small windows, and through each window, you catch glimpses of the Sea of Unfinished Voyages, its waters stretching to horizons that shift and change, its surface dotted with other boats, other travelers, other voyages that are making their way toward the light or away from it, or simply drifting in the gentle currents of intention. The climb is not tiring. The stairs seem to adjust to your stride, each step the perfect height, each turn the perfect angle. Your breathing deepens, but it is not labored. Your heart beats faster, but it is not strained. You are climbing, and the climbing is good, and the light grows brighter, and the air grows warmer, and you feel a sense of anticipation that is not anxiety, but rather the pleasant excitement of approaching something you have always wanted to find. And then you reach the top. The spiral stairs end in a circular chamber that is the crown of the lighthouse. The walls are glass, thick and clear, and through them, the Sea of Unfinished Voyages stretches in all directions, an infinite expanse of twilight water meeting twilight sky in a horizon that is not a line but a feeling, a sense of possibility without boundary. In the center of the chamber stands the light. It is not what you expected. It is not a flame, though it flickers. It is not a lamp, though it glows. It is not a star, though it shines. The light is a presence, a being, a consciousness that has chosen to take the form of radiance. It hovers in the center of the chamber, and it pulses with a rhythm that matches your breathing, your heartbeat, the waves of the sea below. The light is warm, and it is welcoming, and it is wise. It does not speak in words, but it speaks in feelings, in impressions, in knowings that arrive fully formed in your mind. It speaks of love, of patience, of the long watching that it has maintained across centuries. It speaks of the ships it has guided, the voyages it has blessed, the travelers it has welcomed and sent forth again, changed by the encounter, strengthened by the knowing that somewhere, a light is always burning for them. The keeper moves to the edge of the chamber, standing by the glass and looking out across the sea. You stand beside the keeper, and together you watch the light sweep across the waters, its beam reaching out in a slow, steady arc, touching the waves with gold, touching the clouds with amber, touching the boats that drift below with a warmth that seems to reach inside each traveler and find the places that have been cold for too long. Do you see them? The keeper asks, and you look more carefully at the sea, and you see that there are indeed many boats, more than you had noticed from below. Some are close, making their way toward the lighthouse with clear intention. Some are far, drifting in currents of uncertainty, their passengers perhaps asleep, perhaps uncertain, perhaps afraid. Some are moving away from the lighthouse, having received what they needed, carrying the memory of the light into the vastness of the sea. Each boat is a dream, the keeper says, Each boat is a longing. Each boat is someone somewhere who has allowed themselves to want something, to hope for something, to reach for something. And the light reaches back. The light always reaches back. That is its purpose. That is its joy. That is its reason for being. You watch a boat that is particularly close, a small craft not unlike your own, and you see that its passenger is a child, perhaps 8 or 9 years old, sitting alone on the bench, looking up at the lighthouse with an expression of wonder and trust. The light touches the child's face and the child smiles, and the boat seems to move more confidently, more purposefully, as if the light has given it not just illumination but direction, not just warmth but courage. That child, the keeper says, following your gaze, is dreaming of becoming a painter. In the waking world, the child has never held a brush, has never visited a gallery, has never been told that art is possible. But in the dream, the child is sailing toward a lighthouse that will show them the way. And when they wake, they will carry the memory of this light, and it will sustain them through years of doubt and difficulty, until one day, they will stand before a canvas, and they will paint, and the painting will contain the light they saw here. You watch another boat, this one further out, its passenger an elderly figure wrapped in a shawl that seems to be made of woven starlight. The light reaches this boat too, and the elderly figure raises a hand in acknowledgement, not in greeting but in gratitude, as if the light has confirmed something they have long known but have been afraid to believe. That one, the keeper says, is dreaming of peace. In the waking world they have lived through conflict, through loss, through times when the darkness seemed absolute, but in the dream they are sailing toward a light that promises the darkness is not the end. And when they wake, they will carry the memory of this light, and it will help them find the peace they seek, not all at once, but gradually, like the dawn that follows the longest night. You watch more boats, and the keeper tells you more stories, and each story is a thread in a tapestry that is too vast to comprehend but too beautiful to look away from. You see boats carrying dreams of love, of healing, of creation, of understanding. You see boats carrying dreams of forgiveness, of reconciliation, of second chances. You see boats carrying dreams that are so small they seem almost invisible, and boats carrying dreams that are so large they seem to fill the sky. And then the keeper points to a boat that is different from the others. It is not moving toward the lighthouse, nor away from it. It is drifting in a circle, as if its passenger is uncertain which direction to choose. The boat is weathered, its wood grey and cracked, its paint faded to the color of old memories. And its passenger is hunched over, wrapped in a cloak that seems to be made of accumulated sorrow, so heavy that it weighs the boat down, making it ride low in the water. That one, the keeper says, and the voice is softer now, more tender, is dreaming of giving up. In the waking world they have tried and failed, tried and failed, tried and failed, until the trying itself has become a source of pain. They have come to believe that their dreams are impossible, that their longings are foolish, that their voyages are doomed. And so they drift, neither moving toward the light nor away from it, caught in the current of their own despair. You feel a pain in your chest, a recognition. You have been that passenger. You have worn that cloak of sorrow. You have ridden that boat that drifts in circles, too heavy to move forward, too tired to choose a direction. What happens to them, you ask, and your voice is hushed, reverent. The light reaches them, the keeper says. The light reaches everyone, even those who do not believe they deserve it, even those who have turned away, even those who have convinced themselves that the darkness is their only home. The light does not judge. The light does not demand. The light simply reaches and waits and reaches again. As you watch, the light sweeps across the drifting boat, and for a moment the passenger looks up. The cloak of sorrow shifts, and you catch a glimpse of a face that is not old, as you had thought, but young, terribly young, a face that has aged through pain rather than years. The face looks at the light, and for a moment there is something in the eyes that might be hope, or might be memory, or might be simply the reflex of a creature that has lived in darkness too long and has forgotten how to respond to light. The light does not force, the keeper says. The light invites. It will sweep across that boat again and again and again as many times as necessary. And someday, perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, perhaps in a year or a decade, the passenger will choose to look up and to keep looking up and to begin to move toward the light. And when they do, the sea will carry them, and the lighthouse will welcome them, and the keeper will be here, keeping their place warm. You feel tears on your face, and you do not know when they started, and you do not care. The tears are not sadness, though they are born of pain. They are release, they are recognition, they are the body's way of acknowledging a truth that the mind has been too afraid to accept. You are worthy of the light, you are deserving of the reaching. You are not too heavy, too broken, too lost to be carried toward the warmth that waits for you. The keeper places a hand on your shoulder, and the touch is gentle, and it carries centuries of comfort, of understanding, of the patient wisdom that knows all pain is temporary if we allow it to be. You are not that boat, the keeper says. You were perhaps, but you are not now. You are here in the lighthouse in the light, and that means you have chosen to look up. You have chosen to move toward warmth. You have chosen to believe, even for this moment, that you deserve to be guided, to be welcomed, to be kept warm. The keeper turns to face you, and the light is behind the keeper, creating a silhouette that is both powerful and gentle, both ancient and immediate. But there is more to see, the keeper says, more to remember, more to understand. The light shows us what is, but it also shows us what was and what can be. Come, look into the light and let it show you what you need to see. The keeper steps aside and you are standing before the light, and it is not blinding but rather inviting, not overwhelming but rather embracing. You look into it and it looks into you, and the exchange is not a battle but a conversation, not a test but a gift. And the light shows you. You see yourself as a child, small and uncertain, standing at the edge of a vast ocean that you did not know how to cross. You are holding a small boat, a toy made of paper and sticks, and you are crying because you believe that this toy is the only boat you will ever have, and it is not strong enough, not big enough, not real enough to carry you across the real water that stretches before you. An adult approaches, and you recognize the adult as someone who loved you, someone who tried to help you, someone who did not know how to tell you that the toy boat was not meant for the real ocean, that the real boats would come later, that the real voyages would be possible when you were ready for them. The adult kneels beside you and tries to explain, but the words are too complex for your child mind, and the comfort is too abstract for your child heart, and you continue to cry, clutching the toy boat, believing that your one chance has been taken from you. The light shows you this moment not to make you sad, but to help you understand. The child you were is still inside you, still holding that toy boat, still crying over the impossibility of the voyage. And the adult you are now has the words, has the understanding, has the comfort that the adult in the memory could not provide. You can kneel beside that child now, in the space of memory, in the space of dream, and you can say what needs to be said. The boat will come, you can tell the child. The real boat, the strong boat, the boat that can carry you across any sea. It will come when you are ready, and you will be ready when the time is right. The toy boat is not a failure. It is a promise. It is a practice. It is the first step toward the voyage that awaits you. Do not cry for the toy. Love the toy, thank the toy, and let it go, knowing that what replaces it will be more than you can now imagine. The child looks up at you, and the eyes are your eyes, and the tears are your tears, and the hope that dawns in the small face is your hope, reborn, renewed, rekindled. The child sets down the toy boat, and the sea breeze catches it, and it floats away, not lost but released, not abandoned but freed. And the child turns to you and hugs you, and the hug is the hug you have needed for all the years since that moment, the hug that says, I understand now, I forgive now, I am ready now. The light shifts and you see another memory. You see yourself as a young adult, standing at a crossroads, two paths stretching before you, each leading to a different life, a different self, a different story. You are paralyzed by choice, afraid that whichever path you choose will close the other forever, that you will spend your life wondering what might have been, that the path not taken will haunt you like a ghost. The light shows you this moment to help you understand that the crossroads was not a test, but a gift, not a trap, but an opportunity. The paths were not mutually exclusive, but rather complementary, each containing elements of the other, each leading to the same destination by different routes. The choice you made was the right choice, because it was the choice you made, and the path not taken exists still, not as a ghost but as a dream, not as a regret but as a possibility that informs the path you walk. You can tell the young adult at the crossroads what you now know. Choose, you can say. Choose with your whole heart and do not look back with regret. The other path is not lost. It is transformed. It becomes part of the path you take, enriching it, deepening it, making it more than it could have been alone. There is no wrong choice. There is only the choice you make, and the making is the meaning. The young adult looks at you, and the fear in the eyes softens, and the paralysis releases, and the choice is made, not with certainty but with courage, and the young adult walks down the chosen path, and you walk beside them for a moment, and then you let them go, knowing that they will be fine, that they are fine, that they have always been fine. The light shifts again, and you see yourself as you are now, sitting in the chair in the lighthouse, looking into the light, tears on your face, the keeper beside you, the Sea of Unfinished Voyages stretching to all horizons. And you see that you are not alone in this moment, that there are others in other lighthouses, other keepers tending other lights, other travelers making their way across other seas. You see that the light in this lighthouse is connected to all other lights, that they form a network of care that spans all of existence, that no one is ever truly alone, because the light of one lighthouse can be seen from another, and the light of all lighthouses together creates a radiance that fills the universe. You see that the Sea of Unfinished Voyages is not a place of failure, but a place of potential, not a graveyard of abandoned dreams, but a nursery of dreams still growing, still developing, still waiting for the right conditions to emerge into waking. You see that every boat on the sea is a dream in progress, every passenger a dreamer in process, every voyage a story still being written. And you see yourself not as a passenger in a boat, not as a traveler on a sea, but as a lighthouse. You see that you have your own light, your own beam, your own ability to reach across darkness and touch those who need to be touched. You see that the keeper has been tending not just the light but also you, preparing you, strengthening you, teaching you by example what it means to keep a light burning for others. The vision fades, not abruptly but gently, like a painting left in gentle rain, the colors running and blending until you are simply standing in the circular chamber, the light pulsing beside you, the keeper watching you with eyes that contain centuries of pride and tenderness. You see, the keeper says, and it is not a question. I see, you reply, and the words are simple but they contain multitudes. Then it is time, the keeper says. Not time to leave, for you will never truly leave this place. It will be here always waiting for your return. But time to descend, to return to the boat, to carry the light back across the sea, to take what you have seen and felt and known and make it part of your waking life. The light does not want to keep you here. The light wants to go with you. The light wants to be reflected in your eyes, to be carried in your heart, to be shared with everyone you meet. The keeper leads you back to the spiral stairs, and the descent is different from the ascent. Where climbing had been anticipation, descending is fulfillment. Where climbing had been longing, descending is satisfaction. Where climbing had been reaching for, descending is carrying with. You pass the windows and you see the sea from above, the boats tiny now, the light touching them all, and you feel a connection to each passenger, a kinship with each dreamer, a solidarity with each voyager. You are one of them and they are one of you, and the light binds you all in a network of care that transcends distance, time, and circumstance. You reach the ground floor, and the fire in the hearth welcomes you back, and the chairs seem to have been waiting, and the tea on the table is still warm, as if no time has passed, as if all time has passed and returned to this moment. One more cup, the keeper says, pouring again, and the liquid in your cup is different now, darker, richer, carrying the weight of all you have seen and learned. You drink, and the taste is the taste of wisdom, of understanding, of the bittersweet knowledge that comes from seeing clearly. It will be waiting, the keeper says. The sea will carry you, the twilight will guide you, and the light will go with you in your eyes, in your heart, in your hands. You are a lighthouse now, or perhaps you always were and only needed to remember. Tend your light, keep it burning, and when you meet others who are drifting in circles, wrapped in cloaks of sorrow, reach for them. Not to pull them, not to force them, but simply to reach, and to wait, and to reach again. That is the way of the light. That is the way of the keeper. That is the way of all who have climbed the spiral stairs, and looked into the radiance, and seen themselves reflected there. The keeper stands, and you stand, and the embrace that follows is not a hug but something deeper, something that passes between two beings who have shared a truth, who have witnessed a transformation, who have stood together in the presence of something older and larger than themselves, and have been changed by the standing. Go in peace, the keeper says. Go in light, go in the knowledge that you are never alone, that the lighthouse is always here, that the keeper is always tending, that the light is always reaching. And come back whenever you need. The door is never locked, the fire is never extinguished, the tea is never finished, the light is never dimmed. You walk to the door and it opens before you touch it, as if it has been waiting for this moment, eager to release you into the world that awaits. You step onto the black stone path, and the glowing stones guide you to the boat, and the boat is there, bobbing gently, patient and faithful. You step into the boat, and it receives you as the chair received you, as the lighthouse received you, as the light received you. It holds you and it supports you, and it begins to move, gliding away from the island, away from the lighthouse, away from the keeper who stands at the door, waving, watching, keeping your place warm. The boat moves across the Sea of Unfinished Voyages, and the light from the lighthouse follows you, sweeping across the water, touching your boat with gold, touching your face with warmth, touching your heart with the knowledge that no matter how far you travel, no matter how dark the sea becomes, there is always a light behind you and ahead of you and within you. You lie back on the bench, and the boat continues to move, guided by intention, carried by the sea, blessed by the light. The twilight sky above is vast and beautiful, and the stars that are beginning to emerge are not distant suns, but rather the sparks of other dreams, other longings, other voyages that are making their way across their own seas, guided by their own lights, tended by their own keepers. Your eyes grow heavy, your breathing slows. The boat rocks gently, a cradle on the water, a bed on the sea, a home in the vastness. You feel the light within you, pulsing with your heartbeat, glowing with your breath, and you know that you will carry it with you into sleep, into dream, into waking, into all the days and nights that await. The keeper watches from the lighthouse, and the keeper smiles, and the keeper turns back to the spiral stairs to climb again, to tend again, to keep the light burning for the next traveler, the next dreamer, the next voyager who needs to know that somewhere, a light is waiting for them. And you sleep, and you dream. And in your dream, you are the keeper, and the light is in your hands, and you are tending it, and you are reaching across the darkness, and you are welcoming those who come, and you are keeping their places warm, and you are telling them that they are worthy, that they are enough, that they are loved, that they are home. The boat drifts on, across the Sea of Unfinished Voyages, across the twilight, across the space between waking and sleeping, carrying you gently, carrying you safely, carrying you home. Sleep now, sleep deeply. Sleep in the knowledge that the light is with you, that the keeper is watching, that the lighthouse stands, that the sea is calm, that the voyage is good, that you are home, that you are home, that you are home. The waves lap gently against the boat, a rhythm that is the heartbeat of the world, a lullaby that is older than language, a comfort that is deeper than memory. The stars above are bright, and they are your stars, and they are shining for you, and they will continue to shine, long after you have fallen asleep, long after the story has ended, long after the night has given way to dawn. Sleep, sleep, sleep. The boat glides on, and the light follows, and the keeper watches, and the sea is calm, and the world is peaceful, and you are resting, and you are safe, and you are loved, and you are enough, and you are home, and you are home, and you are home. The twilight deepens into night, and the night is not dark but rather a deeper twilight, a richer twilight, a twilight that holds all the possibilities of the darkness and all the promises of the light. The boat moves through this twilight, and you move with it, and the movement is not travel but rather being carried, not effort but rather surrender, not doing but rather allowing. And in the allowing there is peace. In the surrender there is strength. In the being carried there is freedom. In the rest there is restoration. In the sleep there is dreaming. In the dreaming there is possibility. In the possibility there is hope. In the hope there is light. In the light there is love. In the love there is you. In the you there is everything. In the everything there is peace. In the peace there is sleep. In the sleep there is rest. In the rest there is waking. In the waking there is life. In the life there is love. In the love there is light. In the light there is the lighthouse. In the lighthouse there is the keeper. In the keeper there is patience. In the patience there is wisdom. In the wisdom there is understanding. In the understanding there is compassion. In the compassion there is healing. In the healing there is wholeness. In the wholeness there is peace. In the peace there is sleep. Sleep now, let the words carry you. Let the story hold you. Let the boat cradle you. Let the sea support you. Let the sky embrace you. Let the stars watch over you. Let the light guide you. Let the keeper tend you. Let the lighthouse welcome you. Let the voyage complete itself. Let the dream become real. Let the real become dream. Let the boundaries dissolve. Let the peace descend. Let the sleep deepen. Let the rest restore. Let the waking renew. Let the day begin. Let the light shine. Let the love flow. Let the life continue. Let the story never end. Let the end be a beginning. Let the beginning be a continuation. Let the continuation be a celebration. Let the celebration be a quiet moment. Let the quiet moment be a deep breath. Let the deep breath be a release. Let the release be a surrender. Let the surrender be a peace. Let the peace be a sleep. Let the sleep be a dream. Let the dream be a journey. Let the journey be a homecoming. Let the homecoming be a welcome. Let the welcome be a warmth. Let the warmth be a light. Let the light be a love. Let the love be a you. Let the you be a we. Let the we be an us. Let the us be a together. Let the together be a forever. Let the forever be a now. Let the now be a here. Let the here be a peace. Let the peace be a sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. The boat continues to drift, and the drift is not aimless but rather guided by a wisdom deeper than conscious intention. The sea knows where you need to go. The boat knows how to carry you. The light knows how to reach you. The keeper knows how to tend you. All you need to do is rest. All you need to do is trust. All you need to do is allow. All you need to do is be. And in the being there is everything. In the everything there is enough. In the enough there is gratitude. In the gratitude there is joy. In the joy there is peace. In the peace there is sleep. In the sleep there is restoration. In the restoration there is renewal. In the renewal there is possibility. In the possibility there is hope. In the hope there is tomorrow. In the tomorrow there is today. In the today there is now. In the now there is you. In the you there is perfect. In the perfect there is acceptance. In the acceptance there is love. In the love there is light. In the light there is the lighthouse. In the lighthouse there is the keeper. In the keeper there is welcome. In the welcome there is home. In the home there is peace. In the peace there is sleep. Sleep now, the story has carried you as far as it can. The words have held you as long as they need to. The journey has brought you to the place where journeys end and rest begins. The voyage has reached the harbor where voyages complete themselves and sleep takes over. The dream has become the reality of rest. The reality has become the dream of peace. The boat rocks gently, and the rocking is the rocking of a cradle, the rocking of a mother's arms, the rocking of the world as it turns through space, the rocking of the universe as it breathes in and out, in and out, in and out. The rhythm is perfect. The rhythm is eternal. The rhythm is yours. The rhythm is peace. The rhythm is sleep. The rhythm is rest. The rhythm is restoration. The rhythm is renewal. The rhythm is life. The rhythm is love. The rhythm is light. The rhythm is the lighthouse. The rhythm is the keeper. The rhythm is the light. The rhythm is you. The rhythm is home. The rhythm is sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. The stars above are bright and they are singing, a song without words, a melody without notes, a harmony that exists in the space between heartbeats, in the silence between breaths, in the peace between thoughts. The song is for you. The song is of you, the song is you, the song is peace. The song is sleep, the song is rest, the song is love, the song is light, the song is the lighthouse, the song is the keeper, the song is the light, the song is the sea, the song is the boat, the song is the voyage, the song is the homecoming. The song is the welcome, the song is the warmth, the song is the peace, the song is the sleep. Listen to the song, let it carry you, let it hold you, let it rock you, let it soothe you, let it heal you, let it restore you, let it renew you, let it bless you, let it keep you, let it tend you, let it light you, let it guide you, let it welcome you, let it warm you, let it peace you, let it sleep you. Sleep, 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 sleep. The night is deep now, and the deep is not frightening but rather comforting, like a blanket that has been warmed by the sun and now holds the heat of the day, like an embrace that has been waiting all day and now finally arrives, like a rest that has been earned and now is given. The deep is peace. The deep is rest, the deep is sleep, the deep is restoration, the deep is renewal, the deep is possibility, the deep is hope, the deep is tomorrow, the deep is today, the deep is now, the deep is you. The deep is perfect, the deep is enough, the deep is gratitude, the deep is joy, the deep is peace, the deep is sleep. Sleep in the deep, rest in the deep, dream in the deep, be in the deep, allow in the deep, trust in the deep, surrender in the deep, peace in the deep, light in the deep, love in the deep, keeper in the deep, lighthouse in the deep, voyage in the deep, boat in the deep, sea in the deep, twilight in the deep, stars in the deep, song in the deep, rhythm in the deep, breath in the deep, heartbeat in the deep, you in the deep, home in the deep, sleep in the deep. Sleep, 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 sleep. The boat drifts on, and the drift is endless. And the endless is not exhausting but rather liberating, like a story that continues forever, like a love that never fades, like a light that never dims, like a peace that never ends, like a sleep that restores completely, like a rest that renews fully, like a dream that fulfills absolutely, like a hope that sustains eternally, like a you that is enough infinitely, like a home that welcomes always, like a keeper that tends forever. Like a lighthouse that stands eternally, like a light that reaches infinitely, like a sea that carries always, like a boat that supports forever, like a voyage that completes perfectly, like a story that ends satisfyingly, like a beginning that starts promisingly, like a continuation that flows naturally, like a celebration that happens joyfully, like a quiet moment that arrives peacefully, like a deep breath that refreshes completely, like a release that frees totally. Like a surrender that liberates absolutely, like a peace that calms entirely, like a sleep that restores wholly, like a rest that renews fully, like a waking that refreshes completely, like a day that begins hopefully, like a light that shines brightly, like a love that flows freely, like a life that continues meaningfully, like a story that never ends beautifully. Sleep, 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 sleep. The rhythm continues, and the rhythm is the rhythm of the universe. The rhythm of the sea, the rhythm of the boat, the rhythm of your heart, the rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your being, the rhythm of your peace, the rhythm of your sleep, the rhythm of your rest, the rhythm of your restoration, the rhythm of your renewal, the rhythm of your possibility, the rhythm of your hope, the rhythm of your tomorrow, the rhythm of your today, the rhythm of your now, the rhythm of your you, the rhythm of your perfect. The rhythm of your enough, the rhythm of your gratitude, the rhythm of your joy, the rhythm of your peace, the rhythm of your sleep, the rhythm of your dream, the rhythm of your journey, the rhythm of your homecoming, the rhythm of your welcome, the rhythm of your warmth, the rhythm of your light, the rhythm of your love, the rhythm of your lighthouse, the rhythm of your keeper, the rhythm of your light, the rhythm of your sea, the rhythm of your boat, the rhythm of your voyage, the rhythm of your drift, the rhythm of your rocking. The rhythm of your cradle, the rhythm of your mother, the rhythm of your world, the rhythm of your universe, the rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your heartbeat, the rhythm of your silence, the rhythm of your peace, the rhythm of your sleep. Sleep to the rhythm, rest to the rhythm, dream to the rhythm, be to the rhythm, allow to the rhythm, trust to the rhythm, surrender to the rhythm, peace to the rhythm, light to the rhythm, love to the rhythm, keeper to the rhythm, lighthouse to the rhythm, voyage to the rhythm, boat to the rhythm, sea to the rhythm, drift to the rhythm, rock to the rhythm, cradle to the rhythm, mother to the rhythm, world to the rhythm, universe to the rhythm, breath to the rhythm, heartbeat to the rhythm, silence to the rhythm. Peace to the rhythm, sleep to the rhythm. Sleep, 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 sleep. The night is at its deepest now, and the deepest is the most peaceful, the most restorative, the most renewing. The deepest is where the body heals, where the mind sorts, where the heart opens, where the soul expands, where the spirit soars. Where the self dissolves, where the peace descends, where the sleep takes over, where the rest completes, where the restoration finishes, where the renewal begins, where the possibility emerges, where the hope dawns, where the tomorrow prepares, where the today rests, where the now expands, where the you becomes more, where the perfect becomes possible, where the enough becomes abundant, where the gratitude becomes overwhelming, where the joy becomes complete, where the peace becomes absolute. Where the sleep becomes total, where the rest becomes perfect, where the dream becomes real, where the real becomes dream, where the boundary dissolves, where the separation ends, where the unity begins, where the oneness emerges, where the love flows, where the light shines, where the lighthouse stands, where the keeper tends, where the light reaches, where the sea carries, where the boat drifts, where the voyage completes, where the homecoming happens, where the welcome arrives, where the warmth embraces, where the peace settles. Where the sleep takes over. Sleep in the deepest, rest in the deepest. Dream in the deepest, be in the deepest, allow in the deepest, trust in the deepest, surrender in the deepest, peace in the deepest, light in the deepest, love in the deepest, keeper in the deepest, lighthouse in the deepest, voyage in the deepest, boat in the deepest, sea in the deepest, drift in the deepest, rock in the deepest, cradle in the deepest, mother in the deepest, world in the deepest, universe in the deepest, breath in the deepest. Heartbeat in the deepest, silence in the deepest, peace in the deepest, sleep in the deepest. Sleep, 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 sleep. The first hint of dawn is beginning to touch the horizon, but it is not the dawn of waking, not yet. It is the dawn of deeper sleep, the dawn of richer rest, the dawn of more complete restoration, the dawn of fuller renewal, the dawn of greater possibility, the dawn of brighter hope, the dawn of better tomorrow, the dawn of peaceful today, the dawn of expansive now, the dawn of more complete you, the dawn of more perfect, the dawn of more abundant enough, the dawn of more overwhelming gratitude, the dawn of more complete joy, the dawn of more absolute peace. The dawn of more total sleep, the dawn of more perfect rest, the dawn of more real dream, the dawn of more dream real, the dawn of dissolved boundary, the dawn of ended separation, the dawn of begun unity, the dawn of emerged oneness, the dawn of flowing love, the dawn of shining light, the dawn of standing lighthouse, the dawn of tending keeper, the dawn of reaching light, the dawn of carrying sea, the dawn of drifting boat, the dawn of completing voyage, the dawn of happening homecoming. The dawn of arriving welcome, the dawn of embracing warmth, the dawn of settling peace, the dawn of taking over sleep. Sleep through the dawn, rest through the dawn, dream through the dawn, be through the dawn, allow through the dawn, trust through the dawn, surrender through the dawn, peace through the dawn, light through the dawn, love through the dawn, keeper through the dawn, lighthouse through the dawn, voyage through the dawn, boat through the dawn, sea through the dawn, drift through the dawn, rock through the dawn, cradle through the dawn, mother through the dawn, world through the dawn, universe through the dawn, breath through the dawn, heartbeat through the dawn. Silence through the dawn, peace through the dawn, sleep through the dawn. Sleep, 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 sleep. The boat continues to drift, and the drift is eternal, and the eternal is not endless but rather complete, like a circle that returns to its beginning, like a story that ends where it started, like a journey that completes itself by returning home, like a voyage that finds its harbor by recognizing it, like a dream that fulfills itself by being dreamed, like a hope that sustains itself by being hoped, like a you that is enough by being you, like a home that welcomes by being home. Like a keeper that tends by being keeper, like a lighthouse that stands by being lighthouse, like a light that reaches by being light, like a sea that carries by being sea, like a boat that supports by being boat, like a voyage that completes by being voyage, like a drift that continues by being drift, like a rock that comforts by being rock, like a cradle that holds by being cradle, like a mother that loves by being mother, like a world that turns by being world. Like a universe that breathes by being universe, like a breath that refreshes by being breath, like a heartbeat that sustains by being heartbeat, like a silence that speaks by being silence, like a peace that calms by being peace, like a sleep that restores by being sleep. Be the boat, be the drift, be the rock, be the cradle, be the mother, be the world, be the universe, be the breath, be the heartbeat, be the silence, be the peace, be the sleep, be the rest, be the restoration, be the renewal, be the possibility, be the hope, be the tomorrow, be the today, be the now, be the you, be the perfect, be the enough, be the gratitude, be the joy, be the peace, be the sleep, be the dream, be the journey, be the homecoming, be the welcome. Be the warmth, be the light, be the love, be the lighthouse, be the keeper, be the light, be the sea, be the voyage, be the drift, be the rock, be the cradle, be the mother, be the world, be the universe, be the breath, be the heartbeat, be the silence, be the peace, be the sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. The story has ended, but the piece continues. The words have stopped, but the rhythm continues. The journey has completed, but the drift continues. The voyage has reached its harbor, but the sea continues. The dream has become real, but the dreaming continues. The hope has been fulfilled, but the hopping continues. The you has become enough, but the being continues. The home has been reached, but the welcoming continues. The keeper has tended, but the tending continues. The lighthouse has stood, but the standing continues. The light has reached, but the reaching continues. The sea has carried, but the carrying continues. The boat has supported, but the supporting continues. The voyage has completed, but the voyaging continues. The drift has continued, but the drifting continues. The rock has comforted, but the rocking continues. The cradle has held, but the cradling continues. The mother has loved, but the mothering continues. The world has turned, but the turning continues. The universe has breathed, but the breathing continues. The breath has refreshed, but the breathing continues. The heartbeat has sustained, but the beating continues. The silence has spoken, but the silencing continues. The peace has calmed, but the piecing continues. The sleep has restored, but the sleeping continues. Continue in peace, continue in rest, continue in sleep, continue in dream, continue in journey, continue in homecoming, continue in welcome. Continue in warmth, continue in light, continue in love, continue in lighthouse, continue in keeper, continue in light, continue in sea, continue in boat, continue in voyage, continue in drift, continue in rock, continue in cradle, continue in mother, continue in world, continue in universe, continue in breath. Continue in heartbeat, continue in silence, continue in peace, continue in sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Boat drifts on, and the drift is peace, and the peace is sleep, and the sleep is rest, and the rest is restoration, and the restoration is renewal, and the renewal is possibility, and the possibility is hope, and the hope is tomorrow, and the tomorrow is today, and the today is now, and the now is you, and the you is perfect, and the perfect is enough, and the enough is gratitude, and the gratitude is joy, and the joy is peace, and the peace is sleep, and the sleep is dream, and the dream is journey. And the journey is homecoming, and the homecoming is welcome, and the welcome is warmth, and the warmth is light, and the light is love, and the love is lighthouse, and the lighthouse is keeper, and the keeper is light, and the light is sea, and the sea is boat, and the boat is voyage, and the voyage is drift, and the drift is rock, and the rock is cradle, and the cradle is mother, and the mother is world, and the world is universe, and the universe is breath, and the breath is heartbeat, and the heartbeat is silence. And the silence is peace, and the peace is sleep, and the sleep is you, and the you are home, and the home is peace, and the peace is sleep, and the sleep is rest, and the rest is complete, and the complete is whole, and the whole is perfect, and the perfect is enough, and the enough is you, and the you are loved. And the loved is light, and the light is peace, and the peace is sleep. Sleep now, sleep deeply, sleep completely, sleep perfectly, sleep enough, sleep gratefully, sleep joyfully, sleep peacefully, sleep lovingly, sleep lightly, sleep keepingly, sleep lightously, sleep seaworthy, sleep boatfully, sleep voyagely, sleep driftfully, sleep rockingly, sleep cradlefully, sleep motherfully, sleep worldly, sleep universally, sleep breathfully, sleep heartbeatingly, sleep silently, sleep peacefully, sleep sleepfully. Sleep, 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 sleep. Keeper watches from the lighthouse, and the keeper smiles, and the keeper tends the light, and the light reaches across the sea, and the sea carries the boat, and the boat drifts toward the horizon, and the horizon is not an end but a beginning, not a boundary but an invitation, not a limit but a possibility, not a goodbye but a welcome, not a farewell but a greeting, not an ending but a continuation, not a completion but a commencement, not a finish but a start, not a close but an open. Not a dark but a light, not a cold but a warm, not a lonely but a together, not a lost but a found, not a broken but a whole, not a sad but a joy, not a fear but a peace, not an anxiety but a calm, not a worry but a trust, not a doubt but a faith, not a despair but a hope, not a defeat but a victory, not a failure but a success, not a mistake but a lesson, not a pain but a healing, not a wound but a scar, not a scar but a story, not a story but a wisdom. Not a wisdom but a love, not a love but a light, not a light but a lighthouse, not a lighthouse but a keeper, not a keeper but a you, not a you but a we, not a we but an us, not an us but a together, not a together but a forever, not a forever but a now, not a now but a here, not a here but a peace, not a peace but a sleep. Sleep in the peace, sleep in the light, sleep in the love, sleep in the lighthouse, sleep in the keeper, sleep in the light, sleep in the sea, sleep in the boat, sleep in the voyage, sleep in the drift, sleep in the rock, sleep in the cradle, sleep in the mother, sleep in the world, sleep in the universe, sleep in the breath, sleep in the heartbeat, sleep in the silence, sleep in the peace, sleep in the sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. The story is over, the words have ended, the journey has completed, the voyage has reached its harbor. The dream has become real, the hope has been fulfilled, the you has become enough, the home has been reached, the keeper has tended, the lighthouse has stood, the light has reached, the sea has carried, the boat has supported, the voyage has completed, the drift has continued, the rock has comforted, the cradle has held, the mother has loved, the world has turned, the universe has breathed, the breath has refreshed. The heartbeat has sustained, the silence has spoken, the peace has calmed, the sleep has restored. And now there is only the peace, only the rest, only the sleep. Only the you, perfect and enough and loved and home. Sleep, 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 sleep. The end is a beginning, the beginning is a continuation, the continuation is a celebration, the celebration is a quiet moment, the quiet moment is a deep breath, the deep breath is a release, the release is a surrender, the surrender is a peace. The peace is a sleep, the sleep is a dream, the dream is a journey, the journey is a homecoming, the homecoming is a welcome, the welcome is a warmth, the warmth is a light, the light is a love, the love is a you, the you is a we, the we is an us, the us is a together. The together is a forever, the forever is a now, the now is a here, the here is a peace, the peace is a sleep. Sleep now, sleep here, sleep in peace, sleep in love, sleep in light, sleep in lighthouse, sleep in keeper, sleep in light, sleep in sea, sleep in boat, sleep in voyage, sleep in drift, sleep in rock, sleep in cradle, sleep in mother, sleep in world, sleep in universe, sleep in breath, sleep in heartbeat, sleep in silence, sleep in peace, sleep in sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Good night, traveler, good night, dreamer, good night, voyager, good night, keeper, good night, lighthouse, good night, light, good night, sea, good night, boat, good night, voyage, good night, drift, good night, rock, good night, cradle, good night, mother, good night, world, good night, universe, good night, breath, good night, heartbeat, good night, silence, good night, peace, good night, sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. The end,